Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Muhammad Al-Ramadan bin Ahmad Sukari and my matric number is 2416497. So today, I would like to present the problem statement for our study entitled The Relevance of Fiqh to Addressing Modern Ethical Challenge Application of Fiqh in Digital Age. So, in recent years, the digital economy has grown rapidly and transformed the way people conduct financial transactions, including e-wallet, online banking, e-commerce platform, digital zakat payment and gig economic service have become part of our daily life. So, study indicate that more than 70% of transactions in Islamic financial system have shifted from physical channel to digital platform over the past 5 years. So, while this development offer convenience, efficiency and greater financial inclusion, they also create new ethical and Sharia-related challenge. Many digital transactions involving risks such as fraud, hidden charge, misinformation, misuse of personal data and uncertainty, which may lead to element of gharar, riba and maisir. So, this issue raise concern about whether modern digital financial practice are fully comply with Islamic principle. Another problem is that technological innovation often develop faster than legal and ethical regulation. As digital platforms continue to evolve, there is a growing need for a framework that can guide this innovation while ensuring justice, transparency and public welfare. Without proper guidance, digital technology may contribute to exploitation, online scam, monopoly practice and financial injustice. Furthermore, although many Muslims actively use digital financial service, there is still uncertainty regarding the application of Islamic ruling in areas such as e-commerce, online payment, digital zakat and gig economic employment. So this creates a gap between technological advancement and public understanding of Sharia compliance financial transaction. Therefore, this study addresses the needs to examine how maqasid Sharia and fiqh muamalat can serve as guiding framework in the digital age. By understanding their role in regulating digital financial transaction and online economic activity, we can ensure that technological process remain aligned with Islamic value, protect wealth, promote public benefit and minimize harm.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Muhammad Azri Amshabi Saizam and my matric number is 2417435. So for my part, I will explain about the methodology that we use in this research. So in this research, we adopted a mixed method approach by combining both qualitative and quantitative research method. So for the qualitative component, we use the library research where we search for information through secondary resources such as academic journals, books and online article related to fiqh and contemporary digital issue. So after we collect the material, we will analyze using the content analysis so that through this method, important theme, concept and Islamic rulings were identified and interpreted systemically. So after we use the qualitative method, after we gather the information, from the information that we get, we will use that to make a structured questionnaire to support our finding from the literature review. The questionnaire is designed based on the issue that is identified during the library research, so that it was distributed online through Google Form to collect primary data from the respondent. So some of the questions that we asked from our respondent, first, we asked them about how often they use the digital payment or e-commerce platform so that we know that our respondent is familiar or not with the online transaction. Next, we ask about the awareness of maqasid Sharia in digital finance. So we ask whether financial service should prioritize protection of users' wealth, do they believe in Islamic principles should be applied to digital financial transaction, and are they familiar with the concept of maqasid Sharia. The next one, we ask them about the transparency, risk and halal compliance. So we ask them, in their opinion, online marketplace should ensure that products sold are halal and Sharia compliant. Next, we ask them whether they concerned about the elements such as fraud, hidden charge or uncertainty, gharar in online transaction. And we also ask if they think that online transaction are generally transparent or fair nowadays. For the last part, we ask about their acceptance of digital Islamic financial service. So we ask them, do they trust the digital zakat system to calculate and process zakat accurately? Next, we ask them whether they have ever paid zakat through online platform or not, and do they believe that earning income through gig platform such as Grab, Foodpanda and freelancing is a halal source of income if conducted ethically. So this is one.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi taala wabarakatuh. My name is Muhammad Aiman bin Ahmad Tarmizi, metric number 2412265, and I am going to talk about our finding. There are 3 core survey that we did. That are awareness of maqasid al-syariah in digital finance, transparency, risk and halal compliance. The last one is acceptance of digital Islamic financial service. So, for the awareness of maqasid syariah in digital finance, we found a high level of support of the application of Islamic in digital finance transaction. Between 4.53 out of 5 Islamic principles should be applied in digital finance. In addition, 86.5% of respondents either agree or strongly agree that digital finance services should prioritize the protection of wealth. This result suggests that respondents view maqasid al-syariah as an important foundation for digital financial system. Secondly, transparency, risk and halal compliance. We found online transaction as generally transparent and fair, with 66.2% agreeing or strongly agree with the statement. However, concern regarding fraud, hidden charges and uncertainty remain significant, as 79.8% of respondents reported being concerned or very concerned about such issues. Furthermore, a large majority, 79.8% just now, agreed that online marketplaces should ensure that products sold are halal and Sharia compliant. Lastly, acceptance of digital Islamic financial services. The survey found positive outcome. Income earned through gig economy platform, with 82.4% of respondents agreeing that such income is halal when conducted ethically. However, only 25.7% of respondents reported having paid zakat through an online platform. This relatively low percentage may be influenced by the old, which is 20 and 25 years old. At this stage of life, many individuals are still students or financially dependent on their parents. Despite the low usage rate, 64.8% of respondents agree that digital zakat systems are capable of calculating and processing zakat accurately, indicating a generally positive level of trust in such a platform. Overall, the finding demonstrates strong support for integrating maqasid al-syariah principle into digital financial services, while highlighting the need to address concerns related to fraud and to encourage wider adoption of digital Islamic financial platform.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Muhammad Azim. My metro number is 2310771 and I am from Group 5. So for the discussion part, our finding shows that maqasid al-syariah plays an important role in guiding digital finance today. Based on the survey, respondents strongly agree that Islamic principles should be applied in digital finance transaction with an average score of 4.53 out of 5. This shows that many users believe digital finance should not only be convenient but also ethical and Sharia compliance. So, one key principle highlighted in Hifz al-Mal, or the protection of wealth. Since many financial activities now take place online, users are exposed to risks such as fraud, hidden charge, and data misuse, and also finance exploitation. Therefore, maqasid al-syariah is important to ensure that digital innovation brings benefit or maslahah while preventing harm. Next, although many respondents agree that online transactions are generally transparent and fair, a high percentage was still concerned about fraud, hidden charges, and uncertainty, or known as gharar. This proves that e-commerce platform must improve transparency by giving clear product information, fair return refund policies, and secure payment system. From an Islamic perspective, digital transactions are only acceptable when they are free from riba, gharar, and maisir. Lastly, the findings also show positive acceptance of digital Islamic financial services. Most respondents agree that income from gig economy platform can be halal if the work is conducted ethically. However, only a small number have used zakat platform. This may be because most respondents are young and may not be financially responsible yet for zakat. Still, many trust the digital zakat system, although human verification remains important. In conclusion, digital finance can be only accepted in Islam as long as it is Sharia compliant, protect users, and promotes fairness, transparency, and public welfare. That's all from me. Thank you.
The first objective for our study is to examine the role of Maqasid Sharia as a flexible framework for the digital economy. Digital innovation moves fast, but Islamic law is built on timeless principles. We aim to show how the higher objectives of Sharia, specifically Hifz al-Mal or the protection of wealth, can guide fintech's regulations. We want to demonstrate that by prioritizing maslahah, the public benefit, and mitigating mafsadah, harm, we can ensure that digital advancement foster human well-being rather than exploitation. For our second objective is to evaluate the application of classical fiqh al-mu'amalat contracts within modern online marketplace. Many people use Shopee, Lazada, or Amazon without realizing the legal mechanism behind them. The study aims to map traditional framework like Bai al-Salam and Bai al-Istisna onto this digital framework platform. By doing so, we seek to identify how these modern systems can be structured to aggressively weed out riba, warar, and maisir. And the last one is for our final objective is to examine the acceptance and ethical challenges of new digital Islamic services such as digital zakat and the GIG economy. Through our survey of 74 respondents, we aim to measure public trust while the gig economy like Grab and Foodpanda is seen as a halal source of income. There is still a gap in understanding the legal requirement of legitimate earnings. Our objective is to highlight the need for transparency and to address concerns like digital fraud and hidden charges that compromise the fairness of online transactions. In conclusion, the ultimate objective of this research is to prove that religion is a guide, not a burden. We hope to show that through continuous collaboration between scholars and technology providers, the digital transformation can uphold the values of justice and social well-being in accordance with Islamic teachings. Thank you for your attention.